We rode 7,700 kilometers across Asia through Rajasthan, Indonesia, Thailand and South India. Just the two of us on rented bikes. No tour, no support truck. And we spent $60 a day each. And we weren't roughing it. If you want to know how we did it, watch on. G'day, I'm David from Two Wheels In. You know, over the years, Dharma and I have logged a fair few kilometers in far-flung corners of the world. But we don't do organised group tours. There's nothing wrong with them, it's just the way we prefer to do it is just us, a couple of rental bikes and Google Maps leading us astray. We're not railing against group tours. They're great if you're time limited. Turn up, hand over a suitcase full of money and you get the lot. A bike, hotels, food, and a bloke with a van to carry your bags. I saw one recently flogging a 13-day Rajasthan ride for 14 grand US for two people. We prefer the make it up as you go approach. Fly in, rent a bike and take off. It's cheaper and it's less structured. And you get the freedom to plan your own route and your own experience. In this video, we'll tell you how we do it and why. One of the reasons we ride our own bikes is the freedom of going anywhere. You want to wade in those mangrove wetlands the waiter told you about where they sell beer from tables in the middle of the water? Do it. You are in charge of your experience. Most of the awesome things we've found are because of talking to locals or following a hand-painted sign. We get lost a lot, and without it we miss things like this amazing fort in Kuchaman in Rajasthan that we adored. You get out of the tourist bubble. On a tour you hang with the group, eat the same tourist food, have the same experience. Go out on your own and you get to interact with locals, not just Bob from Bristol. And yes, it's also cheaper, but we'll come to that. But it's not all Instagram sunsets and cheap curry. You have no support vehicle or local help if something does go wrong. It's happened to us a few times, whether dropping the bike on a GAT road or breaking down on an overpass. But we've always found a way out. Every bit of logistics, bike, hotel, route, food, is on you. Sometimes you score a hidden gem. Sometimes it's a hotel with hard beds and a mysterious smell. There is no one to help you with the culture or the language. Google Translate is great until your phone dies. Alright, enough already. Let's talk about the bikes and the bucks. If you're dreaming of turning up in Asia and renting a GS for peanuts, I've got some bad news. Big bikes cost big money. In Thailand, a CB500X will cost about $50 a day. Over 30 days, that's nearly 3 grand. So we adapt. The 160cc scooters we rented cost us a third as much, and they effortlessly took us 2,800 kilometers around northern and central Thailand. In India, we went full Royal Enfield. Himalayan 411s in Rajasthan and 450s in southern India. They were a bargain and you're on a proper bike with enough thump to terrify the local cows. So whatever your budget, you can find a bike to ride. Just don't expect a GS for grom money. Let's talk about petrol. In India, our Himalayans sipped fuel at about 30 kilometers to the litre. Do a 2,000 kilometer ride and that's 66 or so litres. At about 95 rupees a litre, you're looking at about 6,300 rupees for the whole trip, or about 150 bucks for 2 bikes. Dharma's not big on roughing it, so we usually aim for hotels that don't look like a scene from a backpacker horror movie. Our sweet spot is about 50 Aussie bucks a night, or about 32 US. For that, you get a decent room and sometimes even a view that isn't a brick wall. Could you go cheaper? Sure. You want to splash out? Go nuts. For finding places, it's Google Maps, Booking.com and Agoda. We don't go booking weeks in advance. Most days we just see where we end up and grab a room about lunchtime. Never once have we been stuck without a bed, no matter how remote or last minute. When it comes to food, we eat local, just not that local. Our goal is simple: tasty, interesting and avoiding stomach problems. Skipping the tourist traps gives us a budget of about 30 bucks. Now and then we'll splash out and spend 60 bucks on dinner, because why not? We like a beer as much as anyone else. In India, prices jump around like a kangaroo. From $1 in a Goan beach shack to 20 bucks in some Mumbai palace where they dust the bottles off before serving you. The internet at hotels can be dodgy. So we rely on our phones. When we fly in, we get a travel eSIM with 1 gigabyte of data, but we quickly trade up to a local SIM. They're everywhere and they're so cheap you'll wonder why you even bothered with roaming. If you're planning on riding, you can't just grab the bargain basement travel insurance. You need motorcycle insurance, and most companies want proof you've actually ridden something bigger than a push bike. We usually go with Covermore, an Australian company that hasn't let us down yet. For a month in India with motorcycle cover, it cost us 385 Australian, or about $250 US. That's $835 a day for the privilege of hoping you'll never need it. Visas? Thailand's easy. Aussies get a free visa waiver on arrival, no drama. Indonesia charges a bit at the airport. India, you'll need an e-tourist visa, which is about $40 for the year. Bureaucracy is alive and well, but it's not a deal breaker. So let's put some numbers to this and see what a month-long ride in India actually costs. I'm not cherry-picking the absolute rock-bottom prices here. These are real numbers with a bit of wriggle room for a beer or an upgrade when you're sick of that one pillow every hotel seems to have. So your daily burn for 2 people comes out to about $128 or $64 each. Over a month, that's about $3,837 for the both of you. And that covers everything: bikes, beds, beers, and the bureaucratic fun of travel insurance and visas. Still a full $10,000 less than that 13-day once-in-a-lifetime tour we saw flogged online. So that's the reality of DIY motorcycle travel. Sure, you have to organise everything for yourself, but you get to go where you want to ride as far as you want, and spend a lot more time actually on the road. DIY means more kilometres, more freedom, and better memories, even if it sometimes means getting lost, rained on, or relying on strangers. Bottom line, you don't need a trust fund to have a proper adventure. Just a bike, a bit of patience, and a sense of humour. If you liked this video, or you just want to hear more misadventures from the road, hit subscribe, give us a like, or drop us a comment telling us about your own adventures on the road. We've got a lot more, so stick around.